Today, the Supreme Court threw out a lower court ruling that had previously allowed an immigrant teen to get an abortion. Now that it's thrown out, she could face legal ramifications. I'm here on Northwestern's campus, and let's see what the students' reactions are.
I'm just really confused. Like, I don't know what law says that.
I would say that we have to enshrine the human rights of immigrants regardless of other aspects. That's something that's long overdue both in Washington and in our law system. We just need to make sure that people who are brought here by their parents or otherwise, they're treated with the same respect and human rights as every other person who lives in this nation. That's what makes the United States a great nation, when we treat people compassionately.
So what are your thoughts of the story?
I think it's a pretty confusing story. Like, they should be like agreeing if the first court said it's legal, and then now they're saying it's illegal. I think they should just get their stuff together. And then
that's very strange. It's already happened, and they decided to overturn it now.
Do you have any idea why they could do that?
No, I don't. I mean, the only purpose that I can see is to restrict it in the future, which I also don't agree with. So I don't know. This just seems like a very strange thing to do at this point.
So I heard it this morning when I was checking the news before coming into the office, and I think it's very frustrating the ways that the federal government is increasingly unwilling to extend what seem to be settled precedents about federally recognized rights to populations that are under control of federal governments.
I'm standing on the steps of Harris Hall trying to catch political science students that are coming out, because it's been about 30 minutes since I started interviewing Northwestern students about this story, and nobody seems to know what I'm talking about. Several students I've talked to thought I was referring to a different Supreme Court news that broke this morning about a baker who refused to bake a wedding cake for a same-sex couple. Unfortunately, it seems like that story is dominating the news, and this story is getting lost in the shuffle.
Okay, well, the other is, the first thing that shows up is that case.
So you haven't seen anything about the abortion ruling today?
I have not. Nope, it's all showing up this Baker case.
Judging from what students and faculty on campus have told me, this is a very confusing story that's getting minimal coverage but could be setting some very controversial precedents. For Medill News 847, I'm Sydney Hayes.